Your garden is overflowing with a stunning mix of perennials, aromatic plants, and plenty of fresh herbs and vegetables. But now is the perfect time to start preparing for next spring. If you want your garden to burst with bright, cheerful colours after a long, grey winter, it's essential to plan ahead and start planting now. Fall is the ideal time to plant spring flowering bulbs because they need the cold winter months to properly establish themselves and go through a natural rest period known as overwintering. Planting bulbs before the ground freezes ensures that they will develop strong root systems, making them healthier, more resilient, and ready to produce vibrant blooms when the warmer weather arrives. Proper timing and preparation can make the difference between a garden that simply survives the winter and one that comes alive with colour and fragrance in spring. In addition to timing, successful bulb planting also involves selecting the right soil, ensuring proper drainage, and choosing locations that maximize sunlight while complementing the overall design of your garden. Companion planting, placing bulbs near plants that enhance their growth or create attractive color contrasts, can also elevate the beauty and ecological value of your space. Here's a detailed look at some of our absolute favorite spring blooming bulbs to plant this fall, along with comprehensive tips for growing them successfully and creating a long-lasting, visually stunning garden display. Number 1. Daffodils. Daffodils are among the most beloved and widely planted spring flowering bulbs in gardens worldwide. They thrive particularly well in regions with cold winters, which help the bulbs reset for the following season, ensuring consistent flowering year after year. Their bright, cheerful blooms are often among the first signs that spring has arrived, instantly brightening garden beds and lifting the mood of any landscape. Depending on the variety, daffodils can bloom early, mid-season, or late spring, allowing you to plan for continuous colour across several weeks. Their height can range from just a few inches to over a foot, making them versatile for borders, rock gardens, mixed flower beds, or under taller perennials. Many varieties also produce a delightful fragrance, adding another sensory dimension to your spring garden. For best results, plant in full sun to partial shade. Use well-drained soil. Bulbs left in soggy soil may rot. Plant bulbs 6-8 inches deep, spacing them 4-6 inches apart. Mix early, mid, and late blooming varieties for an extended display. Pair with companion plants like grape hyacinths or primroses for colour contrast and variety. Daffodils are low maintenance and naturalize over time, forming beautiful self-replenishing clusters that can become a signature feature in your garden. Number 2. Allium. Ornamental alliums are fast-growing, dramatic, and highly eye-catching. They produce globe-shaped flower heads made up of dozens of star-shaped blossoms, which can rise high above other spring flowers, adding vertical interest and architectural flair to your garden. Though not edible, their foliage emits a mild, onion-like scent when crushed. Alliums are excellent for gardens where wildlife is a concern because deer and rabbits usually avoid them. Their flowers attract pollinators such as butterflies and bees, contributing to a healthy, biodiverse garden ecosystem. For best results, plant in full sun with well-drained soil. Space bulbs 6-12 inches apart depending on the variety. Group bulbs in clusters for maximum visual impact. Taller varieties work well at the back of borders, while shorter types can be mixed with other spring bulbs for layered effects. Companion plant with early spring perennials like forget-me-nots or pansies for a continuous display of colour. Allium's long-lasting flowers also make excellent cut flowers, bringing striking geometric beauty indoors. Number 3. Tulips. Tulips are among the most versatile and colourful bulbs you can plant, offering an almost endless variety of shapes, sizes and shades, from bold reds and yellows to soft pastels and unique multicoloured blooms. Depending on the species and variety, tulips can bloom from early to late spring, allowing for a prolonged and layered display of colour. Some tulip types are considered annuals, as they may not bloom as prolifically in subsequent years, making it helpful to plant fresh bulbs each season. Protect tulip bulbs from rodents such as squirrels and voles, which may dig them up. For best results, plant in full sun to partial shade. Space bulbs 4-6 inches apart, planting 6-8 inches deep. Plant in clusters of 5 or more bulbs of the same colour for a dramatic effect. Combine with other spring bulbs, perennials or early blooming annuals for a naturalized look. Consider layering bulbs with early and late bloomers for continuous spring colour. Tulips are perfect for creating formal displays, mass plantings and mixed borders that bring elegance and vibrancy to any garden design. Number 4. Lilies. Lilies are celebrated for their elegance, dramatic flowers, and one of the sweetest fragrances among garden blooms. Despite their delicate appearance, lilies are surprisingly hardy and adaptable, thriving in a variety of soil types if properly cared for. Planting large bulbs ensures bigger, more robust blooms and a higher chance of long-term survival. For best results, plant in well-drained soil to prevent rotting. Space bulbs 8-12 inches apart. Plant in full sun to partial shade, depending on the variety. Mulch around bulbs to retain moisture and protect roots during winter. Fertilize in early spring for optimal growth. Lilies can thrive in garden beds, containers, and as cut flowers. With proper care, they return year after year, adding height, sophistication, and fragrance to your spring garden. Number 5. Bluebells. The bluebells best suited for fall planting are Hyacinthoides hispanica, also known as wood hyacinths. These bulbs can naturalize, spreading over time to form lush, fragrant carpets of blue or violet blooms. Bluebells are ideal for shaded areas, woodland-style gardens, and spaces under trees where other bulbs may struggle to grow. For best results, plant in partial shade with regular watering. Space bulbs 3-4 inches apart. Allow naturalization over time by letting foliage die back naturally. Bluebells are perfect for creating a soft, romantic and timeless feel in the garden, and their fragrance makes them excellent for cut arrangements indoors. Number 6. Crocus. Crocuses are among the earliest spring flowers, sometimes emerging even while snow still blankets the ground, bringing hope and early colour to winter-weary gardens. These small, delicate bulbs are perfect for rock gardens, lawn naturalizations, or the front of borders. For best results, plant in full sun for optimal growth. Space bulbs 2-3 inches apart, 3-4 inches deep. Plant in clusters for a naturalized look. Protect from chipmunks and other digging rodents using wire mesh or bulb cages. Mix early and late flowering varieties to extend the blooming period. Crocus's cheerful blooms signal the arrival of spring, making them a favourite for gardeners looking to bring life back to the landscape as soon as the snow melts. Number 7. Wild hyacinth. Wild hyacinths are hardy, low-maintenance plants that prefer full sun and moist, fertile soil. In ideal conditions, they will return year after year with minimal care, offering dependable bursts of colour each spring. For best results, plant in full sun to partial shade. Space bulbs 4-6 inches apart and plant 3-4 inches deep. Ensure consistent watering in drier soils. Pair with other spring bulbs for a layered, dynamic effect. Wild hyacinths complement other spring blooms beautifully and can be a striking addition to both formal and naturalized garden designs, creating long-lasting, colourful displays that require minimal effort to maintain. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this guide and found it helpful, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to support our channel. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest gardening tips, seasonal planting advice, and in-depth guides for creating a beautiful, flourishing garden.